know where my bread is buttered. What's up, meal ticket? Let's go. Keep this belly full.
Okay, here we go.
She's crashing websites. Watch out.
That's right, I am.
Well done.
Thank you very much. Welcome to Attack of the Show. We are TV's only source for all the stuff you care
Now's not
about.
the time to stop with this stuff.
I'm Olivia Munn. Keep your blood going.
Thank you. I'm Kevin Pereira. It's Friday, February 8th. Happy Friday, everybody. We're looking for the weekend coming to you live from the G4 studios here in Los Angeles. On today's show,
Woo!
we're looking at some drunk history. Jack Black stars as Ben Franklin in a drunken retelling of what a horn dog the man who discovered electricity was. We're going to have the video and Around the Net. Plus, there's more. And Gadget Prawn, we're reviewing the Node N2, which may be the first real iPhone killer to hit the market. This thing could destroy the iPhone. We're going to fill you in on all the details. The touchscreen. You're going to love it.
Also, we are debuting our new segment, Women of the Web.
That's going to destroy the iPhone.
We are, it might be the iPhone killer. We're counting down this week's hottest picks on the net and crowning a TNA champ. Then, in the Loop Week in Review, we are going in depth on the new Freddy Krueger movies. Apparently, someone's not in it. The fate of Yahoo, yeah, boo. And Google's new Android phone that's set to take over the world.
The death of the iPhone.
Google phone, yeah! That's something I will
It's still
buy.
not going to be on T-Mobile, so let it go.
It doesn't matter. I support Google.
All right.
Time now to ignore our approval waiting and run down the top 5 things of the web.
Love it, suckers. I'm going Around the Net. All your cheering right there, they didn't hear it. They didn't hear any of that. Now they can hear you. ATN! 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 Across all of North America. People have... Everybody all right here? Let's all settle down. Let's all be friends here. Let's get through the show. Come on, hold my hand. We're going to do this. We're going to get through this. People are... It's slimy. People are pretty sick of winter at this point. On Saturday, the groundhog predicted only 6 more weeks of winter. As a result, humans are slowly coming out of hibernation, which is nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah?
I didn't know that. Now I learn when I come to work. Our number 5 video today is a winter jolt meant to wake up some innocent people on the street. And it also teaches us an important lesson. Where there's glass, there's hockey checking.
I love that video.
I love Canada.
That's one of my favorite ATM videos in a long time.
I'm just so happy that someone thought to do that, so thank you.
And it flips the script, because normally when you get startled at the bus stop, it's because of the homeless guy who's talking and then dropping a deuce in his pants on the bus next to you. You know?
What bus stops do you go to?
Santa Monica.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Ocean Boulevard. Happens.
In at number 4, we are celebrating a video out of the great nation of Turkey. Now, the Turkish have changed mankind through their advancements in bathing by creating the Ottoman Empire and Thanksgiving.
Well, now they've gone and done it again. I guess they like to remake our superheroes, apparently. In this video, Spider-Man and Captain America are evil for no particular reason at all, and the results, a little bit on the horrifying side. Oh, I thought they were helping jumpstart the car or something. I'm like, that's not that evil. But whenever I see, you know, an evil villain inserting a hamster into a tube, I don't expect an eye to be on the other end of it with blood coming out of it. It's not that diabolical.
Well, let me just say something to Turkey. Nice work on turning our childhood heroes into villains. Like, what's next? You don't recognize a certain genocide? Chill out, Turks.
Oh!
Chill out.
Yeah, that's one to grow on,
Chill
Turkey. That was a valid point. Okay.
I love how you say that to him and then go, that's true.
Touché.
True. Why don't you think before you boo?
And at number 2 today is a video.
Okay.
Yeah, they thought.
Derek, Bruce, Luke Walt, Mike Shaw, Casey, Sean O'Rourke. I see you.
Take them off your MySpace. Get on there. Do the hacking. Hack the interweb. I'm just distracting her. And at number 3 today is a video that will hurt you just to watch it.
How do I delete them?
I'll do it for you right now. Go ahead. Why don't you read those words?
Oh, that's right. Just try to enjoy watching this scamp attempt to jump off a half pipe on his bike without flinching.
Done. Your profile's gone.
Forum.
On the page, buddy. I know it's a lot easier on the Xbox, you know.
We laugh because it is funny, but I have to say that this video underscores a grave issue that I personally have, you know, been talking about for years now.
What, you don't think children should be allowed on half pipes unsupervised or something? Is that a...
No. I mean, I agree with that, but I'm talking about red-haired people being allowed out in public without a burqa.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's covered up.
Allow me to just explain a little further. Their odd genetics are alarming to the common man, and they have to be covered up.
In other news, Kat Von D just added you on MySpace. So you guys have something in common.
I heard Kat Von D had a very anti-Jewish comment. I don't like him either.
It's a Mel Gibson in training.
No. I like Jews. I love Jews. Today's number 2 is an animal video, and we know what you're thinking. Ooh, Attack of the Show is pulling out another elephants doing it video. You wish. But you're wrong and kind of annoying.
Yeah, first of all, there's no elephants in this video, right? Just a cat.
No.
And second, it's actually a very clever mashup of 2 web video staples. Of course, the kitty video and the post-drunken party video.
Hey. Yo, man. You can't be staying here, man. Party's over. Yo, come on, man. Need a ride? Yo, come on, man. Get up. My mom's coming home soon. Party's over. Come on, man. Come on. Get up. Yo, I got your keys, man. I'm gonna call you a taxi? Come on, get up.
That's so good. That cat is one of the best actors we've ever featured on the Around the Net. I mean, because I know guys like that.
Yeah, you know? Yeah. I mean, but I have to say, like, technically, I mean, legal's always coming down on us. I mean, how can we show this? If that guy just fed his cat 6 bottles of Zima, that would be animal cruelty.
But you don't know that's the case, though. I mean, what if the cat decided to drink some Zima on its own? You know?
No one chooses to drink Zima. I do.
With a Jolly Rancher in it?
I enjoy it. You take a Zima, you put different... What's your favorite Jolly Rancher? Hit me.
Watermelon.
Watermelon. You put it in a Zima. It tastes like watermelon Zima. It is delicious. I'm available for celebrity endorsements.
Yeah. By the way, I know the frat guys told you it was a Jolly Rancher, but you don't crush those up into the drink. Okay? Just know that.
I never remember my Zima nights.
Yeah. Finally, keeping with the drinking angle of the last Around the Net, today's number 1 video it's in the drunk history series. It's on Funny or Die.
Yes. Funny or Die is awesome. The concept is simple. Get a guy drunk and have him tell a historical anecdote. Then have famous comedians act it out.
All right, so now here in episode 2.5, Jack Black reprises his role as Franklin, but instead of the genius inventor Franklin that we saw in the last episode, this time we actually get to see insatiable horn dog Franklin.
Franklin liked the so this guy moved to a suburb and said, Ben, you're my best friend. Take care of my wife. So Ben said, cool. This guy went away, and Ben Franklin would say things like, hey, maybe you need someone to stay over tonight. And then, like a week later, it would be like, hey, we lit a fire together. We made some chicken pot pie. We made a couple of drinks together. Maybe I can you. And then a week later, he would be like, I'm gonna you no matter what. And she was like, no, I choose my boyfriend. And he was like, you've made your choice. You.
Oh, snap.
I'm a bit of a history buff, and here's a little-known historical fact, but Ben Franklin used to swear all the time.
Yes, he also had every sexually transmitted disease known to the 18th century, and some not known until the 20th, so really he was a trailblazer.
Yeah, very exciting.
Yeah, early adopter, if you will.
To get your daily viral fix, make sure to head on over to g4tv.com/AroundTheNet. There you can also sign up for the Around the Net podcast. It also served as ambassador to France.
Oh.
Big deal.
Regal.
Big
right now
deal.
It's time for the only news you need to know. Here's Layla Cayley and the feed headlines.
Big deal.
Thanks, guys. Here's what's coming up in the feed. First, we'll round up the latest good, bad, and ugly Yahoo news. Plus, Rob Zombie wants to get barbaric, and it's not for a horror film. And you might be able to power your cell phone using energy harnessed from a knee brace. It's all coming your way in just a few minutes. But first, back to you guys.
Look, you guys, it's not all fun and games for us here at Attack of the Show. Okay, kind of usually is.
It usually is, yeah.
But sometimes, hey, Derek. Sometimes we do serious investigative journalism and take a hard look at the issues affecting our fans.
That's right. Here's the AOTS team hitting the streets to expose a blight on the face of society. We pray that life never gets so bad for you that you have to, well, be serviced by or become a whore.
Oh, yeah. We got some working girls out here.
Hey, Sugar, what do you need?
I need to be Call of Duty 4 on veteran.
$30. We do it at your place.
My name is Candy, and I'm an achievement whore. I've been tricking since the Xbox 360 launched.
Do you have gloves?
Guys will pay me money, and I'll go over to their house and unlock stuff.
Don't stop. Yeah.
At first, it was exhilarating, trading achievements for cash. Now I just go through the motions. Gaming's meaningless to me now. There are more and more achievement whores out here every day. We're not the only ones.
1 megapixel camera, plays video.
They're gadget whores.
Touch screen. You know you want it. Come on.
Okay.
Come with me.
What's the battery life on that? And spoiler whores.
Who's the final Cylon in Battlestar Galactica?
Oh, hell no!
Ma'am, stop! You take care of him, I got her.
Well, you just ruined season 4 for yourself. You just sit there and think about it, all right?
I'm sorry. I kind of wanted to know, but I just feel dirty and hollow inside.
It's a hard life. Out here gaming day after day. I don't want to stay out here too long. Wind up like the MySpace whore.
Don't you want to add me as a friend? Come on, I give great comments. I'm in Dane Cook's top 10!
I hope someday I'll get out. That I'll actually enjoy playing co-op with someone I care about. But until then, just keep on locking. It's my life. It's what I do.
Who are you? I'm an actual whore. Oh. We'll leave.
People are awing. She's a whore. Don't feel bad for her. She chose that life.
Real whores need friends.
Well, her uncle chose it for her, but nevertheless, the life was chosen.
Aww, whores are funny. Still ahead, we look at this week's top 10 women of the web and crown a champ.
That's right.
And in the Loop Week in Review, we dare to ask the question, how can you possibly have a Nightmare on Elm Street without Robert Englund, you fool?
Question, boo. Plus, we review the Neo Node N2, the latest and greatest mobile phone to take on the iPhone. And we're having a light switch rave in here,
Light
people.
switch,
It's getting nutty. Stick
Leave
around.
it to the lounge. Back up full. Our gamer.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Now, I don't care what our trainer told Congress. We do not take steroids.
Yes, those were vitamins that went into our butt.
Yes.
Speaking of that, The internet was created as a way for mankind to openly share our best and brightest ideas.
Not exactly how it worked out, was it? No. The web has evolved into a babe delivery system, and the very hottest TNA is always right at your fingertips.
That's right. Here are 10 of the hottest girls on the web right now, as selected by the pervs in our production office.
The internet is overflowing with women we adore. It's time to take a magical tour around cyberspace with the women of the web. Getting us started at number 10 is The Hill's Heidi Montag, looking oh so surgically enhanced. Convincing delegates at number 9 is Obama Girl. Big deal she didn't vote. She's influencing polls across America with her political-minded sex appeal. At number 8 is music newcomer, the pixie-ish Katy Perry. We're so glad we found you. Now we're going to stalk you. Right behind her at number 7 is the British hottie Vicky Blows. This sultry bombshell has been making waves overseas, but is poised to blow up stateside. Dig deeper into the web for a whole bunch of pics we can't show you here, and you'll be glad you did. Spelling it out for us at number 6 is the hot for words girl. We dig her accent and her cunning linguistic skills. Checking in at number 5, we have the ravishing Marissa Miller, who recently made her Victoria's Secret debut. Thanks, God. Shooting her way into number 4 is the latest rehab victim, the always smoking Eva Mendes. We don't want you to change a bit, sweetheart. Shaking her way into the number 3 spot is Giselle. The world's most famous supermodel has garnered her share of attention for single-handedly derailing the New England Patriots machine by keeping star quarterback Tom Brady occupied off the field. Giants fans, salute you. At number 2 is another one of Leo DiCaprio's flames, Israeli stunner Bar Rafeli. 2 babes in a row? Lucky bastard. Ruling the web at number 1 is the incomparable hottie Keely Hazel. Another British import, she is known best for her ample assets and willingness to show them off. British wankers have been enjoying her for years now, and I think it's time we took our turn. That concludes our fantastic voyage around the web. Now hit pause on the TiVo and go take a cold shower before someone gets hurt.
Someday, I'm going to make the producers do the same segment, but for guys on the web.
Yeah, you'll do it someday that there's a guest host in for me and not before. So just know that.
Okay.
Before you get any ideas.
Good to know.
Nature must have balance, and that's why, segments about hot girls on the internet must be followed by a healthy snack.
Here's all the news you need to know.
Intended here in Hollywood.
The Feed with Layla Kaylee.
All right, guys, let's get right to it. Yahoo has scheduled a special board of directors meeting today to determine the fate of the company. Thus far, there has been no competing offers to match or exceed the one Microsoft put on the table last week. It seems that Yahoo has 2 options left: accept the Microsoft offer and try to negotiate a higher price, or do a deal with Google to outsource search advertising. Yahoo employees have been nervous about the takeover, but Microsoft's Steve Ballmer promises that the Yahoo brand will stay intact. Meanwhile, Yahoo launched its live streaming service today, cleverly titled Yahoo Live. They are the first major internet company to enter the live streaming space. Good for them. As we reported earlier this week, eBay is making a variety of changes to the bidding process beginning February 20th. The one change that has eBay sellers most riled up is the loss of their ability to leave bad feedback on deadbeat bidders. Well, now the sellers have a full head of steam going for a planned boycott during the week of February 18th to the 25th. We don't know if eBay will back down or if the sellers will buckle, but one thing is for sure, everybody loves a good net war, and we'll definitely keep you posted. A top priority for Lionsgate Studios has been relaunching the franchise that propelled Arnold Schwarzenegger to superstardom, Conan the Barbarian. Writers have been working on a draft, and the studio has begun meeting with directors. BloodyDisgusting.com is reporting that Rob Zombie is an early frontrunner, while Ain't It Cool News is saying that the story on Bloody Disgusting could be Zombie himself stumping for the gig. Either way, expect an official announcement soon about a director. Intel announced their smallest chip in 15 years this week, and it's good news all around. The new processor, codenamed Silverthorne, uses a fraction of the power of their Core 2 Duo and will plug between 1 and 2 gigs of performance into devices that will fit into the palm of your hand. The chips will arrive in the second half of this year and will instantly make any phones, tablets, nav units, laptops, and mobile devices with Silverthorne chips much faster and more energy efficient than anything you have in your pants right now. Whoa. Hooray for the future. All right, and finally, scientists recently demonstrated a knee brace that can generate enough electricity to power 10 cell phones. The brace harvests the energy of a person's knee braking after taking a step similar to the way the brakes on a hybrid car collect enough energy to charge batteries. The device only weighs 3.5 pounds and does not need the intense effort that other human-powered energy devices require. Now you can self-power your cell phone. Woohoo. Well, that's it for today, but don't worry, the feed doesn't stop here. Stay tuned to G4 all day and look for the feed tick at the bottom of your screen. We'll have all the news you need to know as it happens. I'm Layla Kaylee, and you've just been fed.
Tonight, catch G4's new nightly block of totally foreign shows. It's duty-free TV, and the block features imported shows unseen here in the States, like Unbeatable Banzuke.
Here's a clip from the show that inspired Ninja Warrior. Watch as these guys navigate an obstacle course on bicycles.
Super Rider. In Super Rider, athletes bring their mountain bikes into the Temple of Champions to face an obstacle course like no other. Competitors must traverse 9 different sections. They'll first have to get past the ditch, followed by the rock garden. Next, competitors cross all the cable spools to the top of the tower. From there, they'll need to survive the 2 big steps and the precarious narrow zigzag path. Putting your foot down or going off course means instant disqualification. To conquer this course, competitors will need to be in total control and a little bit crazy.
Don't miss any of the action in duty-free TV. It is G4's new nightly block, weeknights at 8:30. Check out g4tv.com/duty-free for info and exclusive downloads.
All right, still ahead in the loop, we're going to discuss the possibility that someone is trying to murder the internet. And in Attack This, we've got some bittersweet candies in time for V-Day that spell out perfectly how much you hate that special someone.
The feed is brought to you by Kia Motors. To learn more, visit kia.com.
Cry 4, rated M for mature. Available now.
You need to...
Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. Kevin is here to chew the last bits of life out of the biggest news from this week.
What I do. The battle for Yahoo continues. There's a new nightmare happening on Elm Street. Conspiracy theorists think that internet cables are being sabotaged. And, well, what's the latest with Apple's iPhone and Google's Android? It's kind of like an information omelet. It's The Loop. Week in Review. All right, my guest tonight in Los Angeles, editor-in-chief of IGN.com's Gear channel and Loop regular, Jerry Block, is back for more. Love the shirt, Chair. Also joining us from LA, comedian Doug Benson, whose documentary Super High Me will play the South by Southwest Festival in March. And in New York, CNET.com staff writer Caroline McCarthy joins us as well. All right, let's review this week. It's actually been a week since Microsoft submitted an unsolicited bid of $44.6 billion to buy Yahoo outright. And meanwhile, Google has been working behind the scenes to help Yahoo come up with some sort of strategic alternative, which is cute. Caroline, what do you think? Is this deal pretty much a sure thing at this point?
I think it's pretty much a sure thing. I think Microsoft is gonna get its way. Steve Ballmer obviously is fighting tooth and nail. Yahoo's trying to drag it out. They apparently had some kind of meeting today. They're gonna have another meeting on Wednesday. And then there's this search advertising deal that Google is apparently working on with them, which could also lead to antitrust investigations on the part of the government. So, you know, either way, I think it's going to be a tough way out for Yahoo,
Right.
and Microsoft really wants it.
But in everyone's heart of hearts, they got to know Microsoft has enough money to make anything happen. They could buy anyone, including the government. So
If they want it bad enough, it's theirs.
They could buy a lot of small countries, I think. So.
All right. Now, Jerry, what changes might this actually mean for both sides? Because people have speculated, but today I heard that there might be news that this could be the end of MSN. Do you think that's likely?
I think it's a good possibility. You know, Yahoo has always been the more marketed and probably stronger brand overall. So I don't know if really losing MSN would really hurt Microsoft in any way. So it could probably happen. You know, for years, Microsoft has sort of been alluding to the fact that their next greatest competitor was going to be Google. So, you know, new services and things like that, there's obviously going to be AdSense style revenue and probably sort of bundled web applications a la Google in recent years.
All right, there's valid points there. All right, let's talk about New Line Cinema here in Platinum Dunes. They're resurrecting another Nightmare on Elm Street movie, but this time around, none of the early discussions include plans for Robert Englund to reprise the role that made him famous. It causes Olivia to boo incessantly. Yes, as if on cue. Doug, what do you think? I mean, can you have a Nightmare on Elm Street without Robert?
I can't have a regular nightmare without Robert Englund. He is the man.
Makeup or not?
I can't believe they do it without him. That's crazy, but you know what? The character does have a lot of makeup on. You know, it's not like they couldn't do Wishmaster without Robert Englund. If you remember that one.
Yeah,
no, I don't.
I'm gonna IMDb that later, and I'm sure I'll chuckle at midnight. But well, Jerry, who do you think the best new candidate would be for Freddy Krueger?
Yo, Crispin Glover for sure. I think you could do it perfectly.
Doug, what do you think about that? Crispin Glover?
I do like that. And he can attack all mentally handicapped people. Like Glover's movies.
Do you think the internet fanboys are going to be okay with this, Caroline, if they don't have him in the film? Or?
I honestly think that it's going to be like making a Star Wars movie with somebody else besides James Earl Jones voicing Darth Vader. But the thing is that as we saw with Ang Lee's version of the Hulk, this sort of conglomerated fan community is willing to not accept something as canon if they collectively don't like it.
That is true. I thought you were going to say it's like a Star Wars movie without Jar Jar for a moment there, and I thought, you know, maybe we can leave Robert off the discussion table there. All right, now large parts of the world, including the Middle East, India, West Asia, they're all sort of been plunged in this virtual internet blackout earlier this week when several undersea cables were mysteriously damaged. Now, Jerry, there's been no evidence of sabotage, but conspiracy theorists are suggesting everything from terrorism to a covert op by the U.S. government. What do you think?
Well, you know, never before has any two cables failed at the same time. So the fact that there are reportedly 5 out in different locations of the world is pretty suspicious. There is also news that the Egyptians say that they have video footage of the area where the first 2 cables were cut. They say there were no ships there within a 12-hour window. They say it was not a ship dragging anchor, which is the mainstream excuse for the problem.
All right, Caroline, do you believe in this loose change dissection that the cables fell in their own footprint and there's no way they could have been cut?
Two of the cables were 400 meters away from each other, and apparently the reports of the 5th cable being cut aren't even fully substantiated. You know, the conspiracy theories with the internet, they spread like wildfire, and apparently, you know, according to some of them, 9/11 was caused by the government. Katie Holmes didn't run the New York Marathon. You know, they're all over the place, and people can pick up evidence anywhere. I don't think this was a conspiracy.
All right, Doug, I never thought I'd say this, but be our voice of reason here. Do you suspect foul play?
I still can't get over the fact that people think Katie Holmes didn't run the marathon.
Well, if you look at her, she wasn't dressed to run a marathon.
But the cables, Doug, come on. Do you think this is a move by the U.S. government because we're about to attack any moment now?
I think it's none of my business, to be honest with you. I really don't. I don't know why you would turn to me and ask me what I think about it.
How's the iPhone treating you?
I do love my iPhone.
Okay, good. As long as there is safe territory.
I do know about that, yeah.
All right, well, speaking of cell phones, there's actually been a lot of news on the cell phone front this week. Analysts have reported that Apple is aggressively cutting back production on iPods and iPhones at the same time that the iPhone has become the 2nd best-selling smartphone. Caroline, do you think, I don't know, are things still looking rosy for Apple, or is this a sign that maybe they're looking to do a new phone, or?
You've got to keep in mind that, first of all, any hot product hits a plateau, and Apple is no exception. I don't think that they're immune to that phenomenon. However, there are rumors going around that Apple's going to announce something on February 26th. You know, they just are keeping it going. Rumor is that, well, actually, I think it's more than a rumor that there's a 3G iPhone on the way. I don't know if they would release it quite so soon after the 16 gig iPhone, but I think absolutely Apple is just keeping the process going, rolling them out, and they'll do anything to stay on top.
Doug, Apple just released the 16 gig iPhone. You know, they now have the 32 gig iPod Touch. They're saying any minute now,
32 gig iPhone, maybe a 3G iPhone. Are you waiting? Like, are you chomping at the bit to upgrade to a new iPhone? Or are you
I'm
still
going to buy everything they sell because I am stupid. And you know what? I think that Apple is going to announce on February 26th that this is a leap year, and they're going to say, enjoy February 29th, everybody. They've got their hands in everything, even space and time.
Well, yeah, Steve can mend it. You know, as long as he's wearing a turtleneck, he can do anything.
It's true.
And Jerry, finally, real quick, should we get our hopes up that we're going to see a Google phone or something running Android very soon?
We'll probably see something. The real issue will be whether or not Google wins the 700 megahertz spectrum auction, which is currently going underway. If they do, it's super exciting. If Verizon wins, not so exciting.
All right, I want to thank my guests for joining us and keeping us in the loop. And a quick reminder, everybody, do not miss Doug Benson performing stand-up at Governor's Comedy Club in Long Island on February 15th through the 17th. Right now, we're going over to Olivia, who has a special request of you, and it actually involves a minimal amount of clothing and a rigorous workout and a video camera.
Hey, it's true.
Attack of the Show, one of iTunes' best podcasts of 2007.
Welcome back, everybody. Now, you guys at home, you watch us on that magical glowy box every day, and you see how much fun we have, right? Look at this. Look at that. That's fun.
This is your chance to be on TV, too. Come sit down. It's time for us to talk about user-created.
Let's chat. Let's do it. All right, we're currently accepting your videos for our user-created AOTS Sketch Comedy Challenge.
That's right. This time we want your sketch comedy videos, as Kevin just said, but we're not abandoning you entirely. We're providing some music tracks, as always, at video.com/user-created for you to use. Do not just upload your old comedy with copyrighted music in it. You will not like the wrath of our band hammer.
It comes down.
It.
But unlike the man hammer, you'll walk just fine. I mean, it'll hurt for a second, but you won't be sideways forever.
Oh, wow.
And if your comedy makes us laugh the hardest,
big boy,
you will become the owner of this sleek...
Oh, wait. Does this look weird?
Panasonic DVD camcorder. Look at that! Television magic, it just appears. Watch how easy it is to rotate the screen and zoom in and out.
They don't have cameras that rotate screens anymore.
This is one of the last
This is the
few.
only one left. You'll also become eligible for the user-created grand prize. Oh, it's not down here.
No.
1080p, 58-inch Samsung glass.
Wait, no. Keep searching.
Okay.
Keep searching. Keep searching. Got it. This is your final week to submit your video, and this is also our last user-created challenge. I mean, it is not a prop, and stop referring to it as such.
It's a man hammer.
This is your last shot at that 58-inch plasma, so go to Zydio.com/user-created for the full rules and details.
Now, I hope you stocked up on Mana Energy Drink because we've got something that's going to deplete your stores.
It's time for the MMO report with Casey. I'll buy Yahoo. Right.
Thanks, guys. This week on the MMO Report, a Chinese magazine may have information about Blizzard's next MMO, but it's not Lost Vikings, so I could care less. Also, Funcom released some details about their forthcoming MMO, The Secret World. If it has anything to do with the power of positive thinking, I'm gonna burn down the yoga studio. And finally, one gamer calls the cops when all of his in-game weapons and items are stolen. Somebody call the wambulance. To watch this week's episode or any of our previous installments, go to g4tv.com/MMO. I'd also like to congratulate...
Insert candidate name here.
...on their success during the primaries this week and offer them the support of myself and the entire MMO nation. However, if they actually do win, don't blame me. I voted for Kodos. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Casey. I'm sure the candidates are all climbing over each other right now, vying for that, the support of the MMO community. They want
very important, and that's because they don't realize that the campaign donations will be in virtual gold. Yes. He donated to Obama.
I did.
We know that you are into crazy aggregators and the RSS feeds and whatnot.
Yes, can. Sorry.
Yes, you can. But sometimes you might not catch everything. That's where we come in. Let's look at some sweet stuff you may have missed this week. It's time to attack this. Not going to attack that, Kevin.
Aw.
Now, when you want to take that, fake nature feeling, look no further than Living Stones. Living Stones are a series of French-created cushions that look like real boulders. You can take pictures of people sitting on them, jumping on them, using them as pillows, or even burying their children under them. Look at that. Anything that might hurt if you were using a real boulder and not just a fabulous fake one. With the spring season coming up and flowers in bloom, sometimes the respirationally challenged need help surviving. That's where the Victorinox air purifying jacket comes in. This air purifying tech vest is made with all the usual features of traditional jacket wear. It's 100% polyester, semi-waterproof, and has removable sleeves. The purifier, however, is a Zoin personal system that filters air from the breast pocket and sends it out through the collar. This is probably the next best thing next to, I don't know, living in a bubble. What could be more romantic than lockets with pictures of you and your loved one? Nothing. Try a pair of lockets containing 4 gigs of digital pictures of you and your loved ones, bitches. That's something, huh? Right now. That's why I said it. Right now, Olin Airy is having a $75 off sale on all its sterling silver dog tags. The tags feature USB storage capabilities and a secure metal locking mechanism. Now, while the designs of sword and fleur-de-lis may not tickle your fancy, you could always buy them plain and engrave your own delusional love phrases on them. Finally, we've got some sweet, not-so-sweet candies for the extra-romantic in you. Bitter sweets just in time for Valentine's Day. The guys at Despair Inc. are celebrating the holiday with their own brand of cynical candies. Flavored, dejected, dysfunction, and dumped. Each candy heart has its own special message for your unloved one. Some of my favorites are, I'm missing my ex, do my dishes, I got sober, and the biggest sting of all, just a friend. Be sure to get expedited shipping for these suckers in time for next Thursday. Head on over to g4tv.com/AOTS for all the info you might have missed and more. Right now, you guys, you're sitting down. Do not go anywhere. We're getting ready to review a potential iPhone killer. We're saying it again. That's Gadgetron. We've got an epic fail today that will make you swear off video games or just bad videos. Stick around, everybody.
Video games are evolving, and now so are we. Introducing the all-new X-Play, next, only on G4.
Things that fail for you.
So, the internet is like a diamond mine, glittering with gems for the taking. But sometimes you just get rock. Today's epic fail is a spoof on addictions, but instead of drugs, this guy's addicted to video games.
Grenade!
Dude, what are you doing?
Just playing some games, man. What are you doing here?
Call of Duty, huh? Stephanie says that you've been playing non-stop for about a week.
I'm only a level 18, so how could I possibly have been playing for a week?
Can you come back to real life where the rest of us are?
Real life?
Yeah, RL, real life. See? We're outside, the sun won't kill you.
I'm outside. You happy?
Reference to what I said earlier, that's like getting coal instead of a diamond.
I respectfully disagree. Coal is valuable. Okay? there's nothing like a one-note joke to guarantee that you're getting a bona fide epic fail.
That video. Go to g4tv.com/AOTS for everything you saw today and more.
All right, stick around. Up next on X-Play, they go hands-on with an exclusive demo of MLB 2K8.
See you guys.